Hey, Missy Bates, what's going on? So today we are dropping the video of our ancestors, our foundation. Okay, now our ancestors are our foundation. Okay, now it's by their blood, their sweat, their tears, and sacrifices that you and I are able to stand where we are today. Okay, so side note, so to hear people calling them demons is motherfucking diabolical to me. Okay, because the fuck you mean? But however, they cut away the obstructions that block the road for each new generation that was and is birth. Okay, you want to know how to serve the spirits? Well, the answer is very simple and it's very easy. Begin with your ancestors. Why would you start anywhere else? Okay, now establishing a relationship with your ancestors is the most important thing you could do, and you need to do it. Okay, I don't care what anyone tells you. I don't care what anyone says. There should be nothing being done until you have a foundation and secure ground with your ancestors. Okay, now knowing where you came from, the struggles of your ancestors, and how they overcame carries power in this, and it returns becomes an important tool of strength within your work. Okay, now the power that's in your blood is the same power that is in your ancestors' blood. Okay, and it's in your ancestors. Okay, always honor where you came from, honor your blood, and that will lay the foundation to the trail that you're about to blaze later on. All right, now your ancestors always come first because they are your protectors and they are your foundation. Okay, you should be acknowledging, honoring, and speaking to your ancestors daily. Now your ancestral connection and foundation should be motherfucking unshakable, not just in your work but in every aspect of your life. So you shouldn't have to, you should never have to worry about if your ancestors are there for you, because they are. Now we're going to get into how to service them and build that foundation. So I'm going to help you, okay? So you can know how to do this. And if you have any questions, you could drop it in the comment section. Now, your ancestors are very much how they were when they had bodies. So yeah, they're just spirits, but they're the same like how when they were when they had bodies. Okay, now they have opinions, they have feelings, and they certainly hold wisdom and direction if you choose to be receptive and to accept the information that they're giving you. Okay, now they are great protectors, and hell, they're even your greatest allies. Now, it's no secret that the ancestors not only aid in our success, in your success, my success, but they help you weather the storms. So when you weathering all those storms, your ancestors there with you. They walking with you. You might not know it, but they are. Okay. Now your ancestors want a relationship with you, not him, her, and your boss. Okay. And I mean that. They don't want a relationship with him, her, and your boss. They want a relationship with you. 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 Okay. Now, the way that you're honoring your ancestors is very quite simple. Okay, I'm gonna give you a simple way. It's simpler than the way that I do it, but if you want more intricate way, just go ahead and comment in the section and I'll help you, I'll guide you. Okay, now this is a very simple way from mine. However, you do what's best for you and what works for you. Okay, I'm just helping you with the basic. Okay, now first we start by simply inviting them into our home, okay, and your life, and asking them for revelations. Okay, now what you will need is a space to do the work. Now this could be a tabletop, it could be a shelf, it could be a dresser top. It's whatever you see fit that you have at that time. Okay, so no, I'm not telling you to go buy a dresser, go buy a table. It's whatever you have at that time. If that's what you have, that's what you have. Okay, you need a white candle or a brown one. A white candle is universal, so you can also use a white candle, but a brown candle is for your ancestors. It's a 7-day candle and it's encased in glass. Now, this burns for 7 consecutive days. Now, with this being said, if you don't feel safe leaving your candle burning for the 7 consecutive days without putting it out, what you do is you snuff it out. So you grab something, a metal piece, or if you have a candle snuffer, and you hold it over there and you just snuff it out, and that's it. And then you come back and relight it. You can set it in your bathtub, and that, if you feel safe. Some people set them in their oven. It's completely up to you, honey. Now, you also need a glass of water. You need photographs and personal items that belong to your ancestors. However, if you do not have these items, you can use a piece of paper with their names and their birthdays, or just with their names. It's completely up to you once again. You also need some fresh fruit. Now, with fresh fruit, we're talking bananas, apples, grapes, mangoes, oranges, plums, peaches, all that type of stuff. You have that stuff and you put that on your altar plate, on your plate, because you also need a plate to place the fruit. Okay, and a chair. What's a chair for? A chair is for them to come sit. If you can't have a chair, that's fine. They're still going to come. Okay, now we begin this work at dusk when the transition to day to night is beginning. Now that is because the doors open for the work to be more successful. Okay, now this is just part one of what I just talked about. Come back for part two and we'll go deeper into the foundation, the ancestors and the foundations. Love you guys. Bye.